Raptor fans, we need to stop this right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk Raptors. I'm your host, Atisham, my channel where you get reviews, analysis, predictions, and hot takes on all things Raptors as well as some NBA. So, finally, home, better video quality, better audio quality, and I felt like this video needed to be made before the game four coming up tomorrow. So, without further ado, let's talk Raptors and Raptor fans. Now, I understand that we are in a difficult uh, situation, that the Raptors need to win four in a row. And a lot of Raptor fans are very disappointed in our stars as well as the youngsters. But Raptor fans, there are some things that, you can't be doing. Okay. So let me get this. First, the first person I want to talk about is Pascal Siakam. Now, it seems like every time he has a bad game or he doesn't show up for some games, Raptor fans want him traded. They say things that are extremely offensive. They doubt his game, and they just make the guy feel like shit. I understand as a fan that you get disappointed in the heat of the moment you say certain things, but you don't treat your players like that, especially when they have one bad game. I think Raptor fans forget that, at least forgot in this season, is that unless Pascal played the way he did down the stretch, we would have been in the eighth spot, ninth spot, playing tournament, and possibly out already. He carried us, especially when Fred was out, Gary Trent was out, and OG was out. It was Pascal carrying our ass to the finish line to get us to the playoff. Now, in the first two games, he averaged about, in the series up until the third game, he was averaging about 22 points, 8 rebounds, and about 4 assists to 6 assists. That's not a bad game. Okay? It does not justify fans saying we need to trade this guy's shit. I don't know why we keep him, blah, blah, blah. Everybody was cheering him on when we had everything going in our favor. And the first, sign of him struggling, we just want to bring shit and throw shit at him. It's not right. It is not right. And this might be a hot take for a lot of Raptor fans, but I know true Raptor fans still believe the fact that it's a possibility Pascal might not be the number one guy. He's at least the number one guy during the season. He might not be the closer, and we'll find that out. But until maybe in the next tomorrow's game, I might change my opinion about him being the option one. We'll see what he does tomorrow. But one bad game, and Raptor fans just want to shit on him, especially the guy who helped us win the championship. Because if you guys haven't, I don't know if you guys forgot about it, first game against Golden State Warriors, Pascal put up 30 points and got us the first game in that series. So I don't doubt that he has the ability to do it. And but tomorrow's a big pressure game, and I think he will show up. If he doesn't, I still don't think we should be shitting on him. It's a possibility he's a second guy, and Raptors need to put, and that falls on Nick Nurse to use somebody else as the first priority. And it wasn't just Pascal that played bad; it was Freddie played bad too. So I don't know why Pascal gets most of the blame and everything like that. Um, and Freddie got some this time as well. But guys, you can't be doing that to players right after one game. He showed up in the first two games. He did what he had to do. Nobody else showed up. And defensively, nobody showed up. But this guy's been showing up defensively this whole time. We just think about offense. He's done that on the defensive end. So I'm hoping with this video, Raptor fans will, give Pascal the benefit of the doubt. We're still learning as a young team. And even if he's not our first option, he's not a guy you want to get rid of because he's a good leader. He has a good motor. He's a good player. And if he's a second option, that's the best second option you can have. Getting rid of him, shitting on him, just ruining his confidence ain't going to help us. And that applies also to Precious Achua. Everybody was cheering him on. This guy's the next star, blah, blah, blah. And he misses two free throws. It's like, oh my God, Precious is not, his ceiling is small, blah, this and that. That guy put up 20 points off of the bench. He wouldn't even been in that game had Precious not put up 20 points. And to do these type of things as a fan to a young guy, especially knowing that this is a young team, might ruin his confidence, might ruin his tenure with us. And I don't want that happening because Precious, Gary Trent Jr., Scotty Barnes, Malachi Flynn, all of these guys have good ceilings, and they haven't even touched the surface yet. And if they end up feeling like this fan base is not for me, they might not give us that effort. You want to see that effort. And given this year was supposed to be a semi rebuild, and expectations were low, and we've achieved above that expectation. So for us to now hold these guys accountable to those expectations when at the start of the season they were down here is unfair to these guys. They've given us more than we had expected. And for us to just start nailing these guys right after the first, bad game, not, I wouldn't say a bad game, a bad situation or a high pressure situation that they didn't step up in, is not true fanism or whatever the hell you want to call it. And it's just disappointing to see these type of things as a true Raptor fan. Um, and I hope the Raptor fans will give these guys, you know, when Masai did all these things, getting rid of Laurie and all those things after Kawhi, he there's a 3 year, at least 2 years. You got to give a team at least 1 to 2 years to even figure it out and get to the playoffs. We got to the playoffs this year. That shows our guys are talented and they need our backing. And I'm hoping the Raptor fans will see that. At least the true Raptor fans, I don't doubt them at all because they won't talk trash like this. But other people that come around and just ruin players' confidence is not great. And then the third thing is, guys, I think we forget the fact that the Raptors have won four in a row before when we played Milwaukee. And I get it; it's a dire situation. The Raptors have a big, big hill to climb. And if the Raptors, you know, I still believe we can win four in a row because other than the first two games have shown me, first of all, refereeing was shit, so I don't even count those games and us losing. Yes, our defense was abysmal, and they played better, but there was a huge, huge contribution from the referees in Philadelphia winning. And last game took a buzzer beater to beat us. So there's a possibility if the Raptors win one, they gain the momentum, they might do something extraordinary. History is meant, nobody's done it in the history. And if a team can do it, I believe the Raptors can because they've shown all season that they can. Whenever they face adversity, they tend to come back. Now, if they lose tomorrow, then we got to look at more victories. But for me, the season has been a success, and I still believe I'm not going to give up on this team until the last buzzer of the last game that we lose or win. I mean, lose and get kicked out of the playoffs. Until then, my hope is alive, and I hope the Raptor fans will do the same. They will show up tomorrow, cheer the hell out of this team, cheer the young guys, whether they're struggling, whether they're doing everything that not doing what they need to do, and then assess what the strengths of each player are at the end of the season. Don't count on just one game. And the Raptor fans are thinking about, the thing is, Pascal in the finals in the 2019 run was his first playoffs in a sense. He showed up in the bubble. He had an injury. He was struggling for several reasons. Mentally, he was exhausted, everything, but he still put up relatively okay points. And this is the first round, so you can't assess his playoff demeanor just by these examples. He's shown throughout the whole season that he's a good player, and maybe if he end up going in the second round, he gets us to the second round or whatever he does, he might end up saying, "Hey, this guy is the number one option." But let's see. And you guys can see an example on the other side. Kevin Durant is struggling, bro, and he is no doubt we can say he's a killer. But a guy who has that much experience might struggle in some playoff series. And for us to just keep continuing bashing on Pascal, bashing on Precious Achiuwa, bashing on Fred VanVleet, it ain't true fanism, man. So I hope Raptor fans, this video gets to a lot of you guys, and you guys believe in the team right now, even though it's hard. And let's see what happens after that. And we'll assess the season afterwards, assess the players afterwards. So that's all I have for you guys for this video. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you like what I said. And I will see you guys after the game tomorrow. Let's go out there and beat Phillies because our pride is on the line. And I believe in these guys. When their backs are against the wall, they will show up like animals. And throughout this series, now our backs are against the wall. So every game we will get these guys as animals, as dogs, as guys who are going to grind the shit out of them. And if they're going to lose on another buzzer beater. They're not just going to get blown out. So let's see what happens, and I will see you guys next.